Hi, Darin Mangum here again. Just thought I'd post another video talking about, this time I'm talking about blue sky laws. In other words, state securities laws and how they interplay with a typical offering, a PPM offering. Um, Obviously, in the United States, we have the federal government, the SEC, and then we have each state has their own securities regulator. So each state has jurisdiction. So you have dual overlapping jurisdiction in the securities arena. And the reason why I like doing a Reg D offering under 506, Rule 506B or 506C is because they allow for what's called that they enable the offering to be a federally covered security, which means that the states can't really dictate. I mean, obviously, they can enforce against fraud if they think you're defrauding people, but they can't dictate as far as what can be what they would like to see in the offering versus something else. And so, but even under a Rule 506 type offering, you still need to do what's called a notice filing. So we file with the SEC your Form D in connection with your PPM, but then also whenever you get a state, whenever you get an investor in a state, you have to do what's called a notice filing. Now, generally speaking, except for New York, which is a little bit unique, we can get into detail about New York, but every other state, generally speaking, has a 15-day notice period that you, in order to, after the fact, after you've made a sale in that state, then you have to do what's called a notice filing. And that's basically filing a copy of your Form D with that state regulator, basically putting them on notice that you are, in fact, selling securities in that state to investors. And again, you have a 15-day clock that starts ticking once you take your first investor in the state. Now, you don't have to do it every time. So let's say you had, for example, you had 10 investors in the state of California. You just would need to file that for that first investor, and then if you can, have as many investors after that as you'd like in that state. But then all of a sudden, oh, my 11th investor happens to be, say, in Texas. Now I've got to make a notice filing in Texas. And the filing fees are generally between anywhere from, on the low end, maybe $100 all the way up to $350, $500 on the high end. New York is a little unique. It's around $1,200 just because they're New York, and that's the way they roll. But anyway, that needs to be done in order to qualify the exemption under perfect the securities filing for you have to do not only the SEC filing but the blue sky. The nice thing is it's relatively straightforward. Not most states are opting into allowing for electronic filings now, and so that can be done rather quickly. So if you do happen to have an offering that's ongoing and that you need to make notice filings, we can definitely do those within as soon as you let me know, we can do that within a 24-hour period generally. And so anyway, that maybe gives you a little idea of blue sky filings. Again, if you have any specific questions about your particular offering, feel free to give me a call, 801-787-9072, or you can shoot me an email at darin@mangumlaw.net, or you can go to theppmattorney.com and be again happy to talk about your specific case. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll be hopefully posting some more video content soon. Thank you.